So let's go forward. Now, if you listen to folks these days, you'll hear something being uttered by people more and more. And that is the sentence, both or all things can be true. Or they'll say something like, this is a both and situation. I say it a lot, to be honest with you, and I'm kind of proud of myself. I'm going to pat myself on the back. Because years ago, when I decided to get into professional speaking, you would have these people who would do all of these workshops. And in these workshops that some folks would pay hundreds of dollars for, maybe even thousands, I did the free ones, you would hear people say, if you want to get those speaking gigs, you have to be the only person who knows this topic, or you have to be the top person with the expertise in this topic. And one of the worst results was that people started believing that they had to prove that they really were the only or the top person to know anything about a topic and more than anyone else. This was all about beating out other speakers for gigs. And it really took away some healthy debate. It took away civil discourse in cases and just plain old intelligent conversations. And then along came social media, and it became more about adulation than being part of a community where people learned about things together. And of course, there are the effects of other things: politics, social issues, education, religion, etc. Now, listen, I'm not saying that this is the first time in history that a bunch of people have sat around and decided that they had to be the ones who were right about everything. This has always been the case. It's human nature. The thing is that there are reasons that people believe that they have to be right. It has to be a zero sum discussion. According to researchers, counseling practitioners, psychologists, etc., first of all, it's human nature to want to be right, more than wanting to be compassionate to others. Also, it is our natural inclination to judge each other rather than to explore the issue itself. And then, of course, another reason would be fragile egos, insecurity, the fear of being wrong, and simply wanting some validation. So, what does it actually take to recognize that both or all things can be true, that you're not the only one in the room who is right? Well, first of all, it does take compassion, it takes thoughtfulness, confidence, integrity, openness, and get ready for it, vulnerability, which a lot of us aren't really willing to show at the end of the day. So when I say all things can be true, and when I hear other people saying all things can be true, or it is a both and situation, I think we're all attempting to think critically about whatever issue it is that we're talking about. We're trying to make room for us and other people to work together to understand these issues. And also, we're giving ourselves opportunities to learn. Now, to be sure, there are things that are absolutely true. That is, without getting too metaphysical or existential about this thing. One plus one is two. It is true, and you are right when you say a sharp object will cut you. Black is beautiful, and this radio show, The Way Forward, is fire. Okay, joking, not joking about those last two things. But the next time that you get into a heated debate, especially if it's online with someone else, give your brain a chance to be the real big brain in the room. Bring folks together by recognizing where all things can be true and everyone truly is learning and getting better together. And that's the way forward.